And also, just a reminder, there is no smoking, vaping, and alcohol in our stands. If you like to smoke or vape, go behind the grandstands. And here we go, race fans, it's heat time! Tyler Wilson's going to take an early lead over the rest of the pack. Kevin Gazer shoots to first. Jermaine is up to fourth. He started fifth. But Race Westover is hot on his trail. Tyler Wilson has a fairly big lead over the Kevin Desire, Garrett Gansby, and the rest. Here comes Race Westover to the outside. And Tyler Wilson will take the white flag, followed by Kevin Desire, Garrett Gaffney, Race Westover, Abe Germain, and Sierra Happy. And Tyler Wilson will take the checker, followed by Kevin Desire, Garrett Gaffney, Race Westover, Abe Germain, and Sierra Happy. And the fastest lap was done by number 55, Tyler Wilson, with a time of 17.56 seconds. Here is your lineup for heat number 2. On the insider, number 1, we have number 28, Darren Dorr, Doug Darendorf. On the outside of him, number 80, Darren Dorf. On the insider, row number 2, we have number 54, Dean Keller. On the outside of him, we have number 12, David Caruth. On the insider, row number 3, we have number 3, X. Jesse Thompson. On the outside of him, we have number 38, Steve Brewer. Breer. And also Lyle Thompson is added to this heat. And we're green. Doug Derendorf is going to lead him off. Here comes Darren Derendorf. There's a father-son battle, but here comes Dean Keller. Dean Keller is going to go to the inside. It's going to be Dean Keller, your new race leader. And Darren Derendorf goes around in turn 1 and 2. Steve Brewer just barely made it into that spot. And we had 2 cars around, actually. Doug Derendorf and Darren Derendorf. And we're back green. Dean Keller's going to lead him off for the restart. David Krug is going to try and get the lead coming out of 1 and 2. They're side by side, door to door, bumper to bumper, wheel to wheel, spoiler to spoiler coming down. And it's going to be David Krug, your new race leader. But Dean Keller's going to bounce back. Dean Keller is really good on that bottom side. He's going to take the lead back. There is quite a battle between number 12 and 54 of David Krug and Dean Keller. Dean Keller's going to try and hold up David Krug. And David Krug is your new race leader, but Dean Keller's not going to let him go away. Darren Derendorf in the infield. That's not going to be a caution. David Krug is still your race leader, but here comes Dean Keller. No. Dean Keller slips to the lead as he slingshotted into first place out of 1 and 2 on your last lap. David Karuk gets loose, but he's going to save the spin out. Dean Keller is trying to get away from David Karuk and Jesse Thompson. And the white flag's out for Dean Keller. And Dean Keller will get checkered, followed by David Krug and Jesse Thompson, Kyle Thompson. Here is your lineup for heat number 1 for Wissota Midwest Pod. And in row number 1, we got number 57, X, Warren Kettering. On the outside of him, we have number 67, Glenn Brown. On the inside of row number 2, we have number 3, H. Keelan Hall. On the outside of him, we have number 23, Carter Kinnear. On the inside of row number 3, we have the Rocket, Rob Eves. On the outside of him, we have number 86, E.H. Tanner Yukovic. Warren Kettering's going to lead him off. Keelan Hall jumps to second. Glenn Brown slips. Goes off the track but comes back on. We're not going to get the caution. Keelan Hall gets the lead. And your former race leader slips down to 4th. And Glenn Brown goes off the track in turn 1 and 2. I can see him moving on the back stretch. And here we go, we're back green. Keelan Hall's gonna lead him off. And the caution is back out. As number 97, Rob Eves, goes around in 3 and 4. And we're back green. Keelan Hall's going to lead him off. Number 97 to Rob Eves, and Glenn Brown goes up the track. Number 97 is going to keep going, but Glenn Brown goes off. Here we go. Keelan Hall's going to lead him off for the restart. Number 97 gets loose in 3 and 4. That's going to cost him a spot. Number 3, Keelan Hall is your race leader, followed by Tony Loglovich and Warren Kettering. And the white's out for Keelan Hall. He's got a lead over Kennedy Lopkovich by 3 car lengths. And your heat winner is Keelan Hall, followed by Kennedy Lopkovich, Warren Kettering, Rob Eves, and Carter Kinnear, and a DNF for the 67 of Glenn Brown. lap was done by number 3, H. Keelan Hall, with a time of 16.8 seconds. And here's your lineup for heat number 2. On the inside of number 1, we have Garrett Paul. On the outside of him, we have number 09, Matthew Chatterbrook, Pat Davis, Doug Wakefield, Colby Reed, and Edward Bell, and we're green. Garrett Paul is your race leader, followed by Matthew Chatterbrook and Pat Davis. Pat Davis shoots to second. Matthew Chatterbrook's going to slip down to bronze. Matthew Chatterbrook goes around, and Colby Reed's going to join in with him.